Hello everybody, welcome back to the Portland City Gym. Today we're going to be going over a deck that I covered. I didn't really cover it, but I did talk about it a good bit in my set review for Battle Styles. It's going to be Salazzle with Weepinbell. Um, now, just to get just to start right off, Slandit, we can't even use its attack because we don't play any fire energy. And then we have Salazzle with only 90 HP, which is very helpful for this deck. And it has two attacks. Again, we don't play Fire Energy, so we can't even use the first one. But the second one is pretty good. So for a two colorless, so a twin, a triple, can pay for it easily. It does 90 damage for each special condition on your opponent's active Pokemon. So, with two special conditions, we're easily two-shotting all VMAXs in the game. Because we're fire type, two special conditions, one shots exhaustion. And because it is a special condition, right, three special conditions is going to be knocking out ADP. Burn does 20 damage, poison does 10. So, just damage really can pile up just very, very quickly. And then we have Confusion in Yellhorn, which can not only add a special condition, but if your opponent doesn't have a switching card, it really forces them to need to use up all of their switching cards so that they can get out of it, right? Of course, we play Dust Island, so Poison, your opponent isn't going to get out of that. So that attack is very, very strong against 90 HP, so it's searchable with Level Ball, which we do play 4 of. Then is the Weepinbell line. We're not attacking with these, so it doesn't matter. Weepinbell has an ability where when you evolve Bellsprout into Weepinbell, your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned and poisoned. So there you go. There's two special conditions right there. 180 damage plus the 30 from burn and poison. So technically speaking, 210. Now, of course, we can reuse things like this with Scoop Up Net. So we can reuse it over and over again until we win the game, which, given that we have 3 prizers, we'll be winning the game somewhat quickly. Then from there, we have 1 copy of Oricorio GX. That's just there because Salazzles are probably going to be getting knocked out pretty much every single turn. So being able to draw some free cards off of that is very nice. And then 1 Dedenne because it's Dedenne. If you want to swap it out for Crobat, go right ahead. I don't care. Dedenne, Crobat, they're both equally good, in my opinion. I need to drink some water. Hold on. There's nothing worse than day-old water. Then we have, then for supporters, we play 4 Research, 4 Marnie, 3 Boss. Really just like standard stuff here. You want to cut something so we can play another boss, or you want to add like a tech here, you can probably get rid of the Marnies. But overall, just went for a very simple supporter lineup. I thought about Koga's Trap. However, it just seems kind of useless. I mean, it inflicts poison and confusion, I believe, but it's your supporter for turn, and we can easily inflict both poison and confusion with Weepinbell and Yellhorn. So I don't think Koga's Trap is really going to be that useful, but if you want to add it, go right ahead. Now for items, we play 4 Quick Balls, so we can search out our Slandits, our Bellsprouts, our Oricorios, and Dedennes. And then Level Balls, so we can search out Slandit, Salazzle, Bellsprout, and Weepinbell. Between those two, we really can just search out everything in the deck very, very consistently, which is very helpful because Weepinbell is a focal point in the deck. Then we play 4 Yellhorn because we need extra special conditions. But River, doesn't it make Salazzle confused too? We have switches, okay? Chill out, okay? Between that and U-turn boards and scoop up nets, it's not going to stay confused for very long, okay? Like I said earlier, 4 copies of Scoop Up Net, reuse your Weepinbells, have some extra switching out options with your Salazzles. You can even add different techs in here, like Galarian Zigzagoon. So, Cause so then think, right? Like you do 180 base for the Weepinbell, right? You add 30, and then for the poison and burn, and then you Zigzagoon ping. So then even a Zacian with a metal coating energy would lose to that. So, Glaring Zigzagoon I can definitely see in here. However, I don't really see a need for it. And also, I kind of just went for like a base skeleton list anyway. Teching things out is not really what I wanted to do here. Then we play 3 copies of Switch. I don't see Force Switch being extremely important in this deck, because if we want to switch into something, we can just switch into it when our Pokemon gets knocked out, which it usually will be getting knocked out. We play 2 U-turn boards because we need free retreat. Salazzle gives it free retreat, Oricorio gets free retreat, Dedenne gets free retreat. I mean, everything really gets free retreat except for Weepinbell, which gets down to 1 retreat cost. From there, we play 1 copy of. Oops. I hate Google Box. I should probably learn how to use like Photoshop or something. Anyway, from there we play 1 copy of Ordinary Rod. Ordinary Rod, of course, is just there to recycle our Salazzles. They're going to be getting knocked out a lot, so Ordinary Rod helps us shuffle them back in, so that we can at least get 5 Salazzles in. From there we play 3 Dust Island. This makes it so that no matter what happens, things are going to stay poisoned. You poison it, you poison your opponent's active Pokemon, they switch out, the new active Pokemon is now poisoned. Doesn't matter what they do, it stays poisoned, which is very important because poison is important in this deck. And then the energy, 4 Twin Energy and 4 Triple Acceleration Energy. Nothing too fancy. However, I mean, it doesn't need to be. That's the whole list. This is a pretty quick recording. And again, it's a very simple, straightforward, consistent deck. Definitely try to make this your own. And definitely comment down below what changes you'd make, because I really want to make this deck as good as it can be. Tomorrow, I'm thinking, or hell, even today, maybe, I'm probably going to be uploading a Mr. Rhyme with Yamper deck, which, if you don't know what those cards do, they're new from Battle Styles. I'll leave a link in the description so you can check them out. Yeah, anyway, definitely comment down below what you'd do. And as always, I'm from the Portland City Gym, making my 2nd video since returning, and signing out. Oops. This time for real, signing out.